again. Welcome back. Now, Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta has cited a fall in tax-to-GDP ratio due to recent tax cuts and reforms. He has charged the Ghana Revenue Authority to ensure they leverage on technology to enhance revenue collection. The Finance Minister was speaking at the 38th Annual Technical Conference of the Commonwealth Association of Tax Administrators in Accra.
As part of the modernization and reform process, the Government of Ghana announced a series of reforms in our 2017 budget statement. Arising from these reforms, some taxes, actually 13 or 14 taxes, were abolished, while others were reduced significantly. The philosophy being, how do we sustain a policy of improving productivity as opposed to taxation as a means of achieving that. But to continue with this type of reform of reducing taxes is the need for us to find effective ways of raising revenue, mobilizing through technology. We are in the middle of our tax and budget season, and budget will be read on November 15th. And the challenges are obvious to us in terms of where we are as a nation. Currently, tax to GDP is about 16%, which is much lower than it should be, since we should be looking at about 22 to 25%. And that poses a challenge. We have a situation where maybe 4 million people in the formal market, about 1.1 million, are paying taxes of about 3.5 billion, and only 200,000 for the informal market is paying, so there's about 6 million people in the informal market. So it poses serious constraints, but we know that the capacity is there for payment. The question is whether you want to increase taxes, which will be pernicious, or whether you want to find solutions to penetrate this tax net that we have to do. And that's why this is very important and significant.
Meanwhile, the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Emmanuel Kofinti, says the authority is looking to create a digital base that will allow for wider revenue collection. He adds the initiative will ensure voluntary compliance by taxpayers.
Taxpayer, look at that thing. That your tax is helping to lift some people from the ground. And when we have people lifted from the ground, in the future it is good for you. Because once they are able to achieve, they will come after you as armed robbers and those things. So the activities in the future will help for the total development of the whole society. So those are some of the messages. And we're saying that we're going to go into the mosques. We're going to go into the churches. We're going to go into the marketplaces. Like, whilst in the past, tax has basically worked to us. In the main, this time around, we want to go and reach out to the taxpayer. And in reaching out to the taxpayer, treat them as customers. And not somebody who is faulty on his tax, so I have a kid, I'm going to lash him. But it's a customer whom we are able to grow. But having said that, we are creating a system where every potential taxpayer will be known. As we speak now, and we talked of the 1.2 million after the potential of about 6 million, we are creating a system where whatever activity that you will be doing, you will be known wherever you are. It's for me to call your name out and key your name into that database and be able to say, oh, and in 2014, you paid this. In 2015, you paid this. In 2016, you paid this. In 2017, you paid this. Your tax records and the rest will be known.
In another development, the Commissioner General is projecting a revenue target of over 40 billion cedis for next year. There have been some concerns about revenue shortfalls this year, but the GRE says it will maximize its target come next year.
I work on the instructions of the policy makers. When I'm talking of the policy makers, I'm talking of the Ministry of Finance. But then it isn't that we are working in silos. We are collaborating and interacting. And so through the collaboration and the interaction, we are able to agree the numbers. We are looking at the numbers now. But the numbers that we are looking at is well above 40 billion. 40 billion. Well above 40 billion, and we are tinkering with the numbers. But the key issue is that when the numbers have been settled, you can't incumbent on me and my team to work hard to achieve the targets. And so that's the way to go. But I just have to tell you that, look, being able to tell who the taxpayer is very paramount. And how much the taxpayer has to pay is also paramount. And so going forward and into the future, our focus is to move towards a situation where we'll be able to say, this is you, the taxpayer. We know you. And looking at all the activities combined for the state, we believe that we are not dealing fairly with it. When we come to that level, we may extract our penalties.
Away from taxation, the World Bank has warned that Ghana's performance in the latest Ease of Doing Business report could affect the country's drive to attract investments. That's more in the following Business Desk report.
The warning was contained in an email sent to Joy Business from the World Bank Group in Washington after a set of questions were sent to the group for some clarity on the rankings and impact on Ghana. According to the senior private sector development specialist with the bank, Valentina Sultane, since most investors took into consideration the rankings when making investment decisions, there is the likelihood that foreign direct investment into Ghana would suffer. The bank also challenged Ghana to use the findings to influence any reforms being implemented by government. Madame Sultane also adds that government should look beyond areas identified in the report and work on other sectors that could improve the country's competitiveness and economic growth. The World Bank in the email noted that the rankings show that Ghanaian local entrepreneurs face heavy bureaucratic obstacles and relatively high costs and significant time delays when complying with the existing laws and regulations. Ghana dropped by 12 places to 120 to the World Bank Ease of Doing Business report, which captured developments from June 2016 to June 2017.
Live on the marketplace, and lead managers for the country's energy bonds have failed to get the entire amount targeted for the 10-year ESLA paper. This was after it extended the process for raising the funds from investors. Let's now get some more details from George Wiafi, who has just joined me right here in the studio to tell us why. But in the first place, how much did we get in the bond?
So we were looking for 3.6 billion Ghana cedis for this 10-year ESLA paper. What we have picked up from persons close to this whole exercise is that they accepted 2.2 billion Ghana cedis. Now, that could mean that there could be more bids that actually came in from investors, but they decided to accept 2.2 billion Ghana cedis just for the 10-year ESLA paper that was closed last Friday, but we are still waiting for that official results to come for the lead managers of this offer.
And what is the main challenge here? Why didn't we get everything that we wanted?
When you look at our bonds on the market for our long-dated bonds or bonds beyond 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years, those who buy these bonds are the offshore investors, the JP Morgan, the Franklin Templeton, the Bank of America, and all the rest. And for them, one of the rules that guides their investment is that these bonds should be guaranteed by government. Just like the laws covering our oil proceeds, that you cannot invest offshore if it's not a government paper. It's more of a security thing. So this was a paper issued by a company created called ESLA PLC, and that's an ESLA bond. But again, what were they borrowing against? It's on this company's books, and this company was just established. And for most of these investors, they were not comfortable with this whole arrangement and structure of this ESLA paper. And that is why we didn't see that much of interest from these offshore investors in terms of participating in this particular bond.
Now, as we stand now, what will be the impact then on the energy sector?
That's what a lot of people are also asking as well, because it was based on the fact that we are raising 6 billion from this bond, and that would again set the process for them to clear the bond. So looking at what is happening right now, we still need to go back to government and ask them what is going to happen in clearing these whole bonds. But we are figuring when you engage some investors or local investors who are also privy to these results, like Mahama Idrisu, who also is an investment firm, his argument is that he believes that the offer is not that bad as in what they've secured so far. So if you put the 10-year bond together with the 7-year bond issued the other time, it was a split bond, we're targeting about 6 billion Ghana cedis.
Sure.
If you put the results together, that's about 4.6 billion Ghana cedis as against the whole target of the 6 billion. He believes that looking at the concerns about the structure and the fact that this paper wasn't guaranteed by government, he believes the offer results were quite good.
Now, are we expected or to see another date for the review or for the shortfall that we have created?
We still don't know, Yafi, and that's the question will be asked. And the ESLA PLC, a company created, chaired by Simon Don, asking what will be the next line of action for them.
Now, so all these, what would they have on the clearance of the energy debts?
Again, it looks like they might have to revise the timelines again. That is what we will be sure it will happen. But as in the payment, what we are getting from the ministry is that it is going to happen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yafe.
Update, George Yafe, there bringing us up to date with currently the situation on the ESLA bond. Away from that, industry players in the financial sector are impressing upon government to tighten regulations that protect the rights of customers. Ghana's low rate of financial inclusion has, among other things, been linked to weaknesses in consumer protection. To this effect, the Center for Financial Inclusion, in collaboration with the World Bank, is engaging 5 countries in sub-Saharan Africa, including Ghana, with the SMART campaign, which is aimed at protecting as well as prioritizing clients of microfinance institutions. Our man Charles Aite is at the forum and now joins us live with more. Charles.
We are here at the Financial Inclusion Forum, which is, of course, in liaison with the SMART campaign, currently here at the Labadi Beach Hotel. Of course, we're here to explore the various means by which client protection could be secured in this wake of technology. Of course, over the past few weeks, we've had several concerns related to the mobile money transactions and issues related to cybercrime and all that comes to it when it comes to the financial market. But right here, we're here to engage industry players related to this very issue to find out from them the best solutions to this and, of course, the relevance of the SMART campaign in that regard. And to this very effect, I do have here with me Isabel Barres, and she is the Vice President of the Center for Financial Inclusion. And as well, on to my very left is the Director of Strategic Partnership at Fidelity Bank and Director of the Financial Inclusion Forum here in Africa, Dr. William Debra. Many thanks, both of you, to the marketplace. I want to start off with you, Isabel. Help us understand the urgency of this SMART campaign.
Sure, thank you. So the SMART campaign is a global campaign that is about protecting clients and making sure that clients are at the center of all of the financial service providers, so that when they have access to credit, when they get a loan, or when they open a savings account, that they're protected, that they're treated well, that they understand the terms of the loans or the products that they're having, and also that if things go wrong, that they have a way to complain and to hear their complaints heard as well.
Okay, I do know that here in Ghana we have specific programs and policies that protect our clients. What's special about the SMART campaign?
Yeah, so the SMART campaign is really the industry perspective. So we are a global organization and we work with all of the local partners. So here in Ghana, for example, we work with GAMFIN, the industry association for microfinance providers. We are going to be working also with fintechs, with mobile money providers. So it's what is different, or it's just highlighting the importance of the industry working together with regulators and also working together with consumer organizations, so that consumers themselves also can be financially educated and can have a voice to express their issues.
All right, Isabel, I'll be coming back to you shortly, but if I could engage you, Doctor, Help us understand the state of financial client protection in Ghana today, the wake of these whole issues of cybercrime and, all the matters related to the security of our financial market.
So, as you rightly said, digitization has come to stay. Lots of financial institutions are digitizing their processes because it's more efficient. We have mobile money that is growing rapidly. It's also a form of a digitization. And the key issue of everything that we do around financial inclusion is a client. How protected is the client in this rapidly changing environment? And that is what the SMART campaign and this forum here is to ensure that we continuously put the client at the center of everything that we do. Because there is no need for us to go quickly and rapidly around digitization, make things more efficient, only to find that our customers and our clients are suffering at the end of it. What will happen is that services will go down, trust in the financial sector would also go down if people don't feel protected with their money. So for me, this is a central and also essential to financial services industry broadly to protect the industry.
All right, we shall be engaging this very much in a very much deep. But coming back to you, I believe the SMART campaign is in sub-Saharan Africa. You're dealing with Ghana, Rwanda, Benin, Nigeria, and Uganda, for instance. Help us understand the scope of financial inclusion and client protection in these very four countries, and what's different about them as compared to Ghana?
Yeah, so we had the opportunity starting last year and for the next couple of years to focus on a few countries, and instead of working just with industry and the financial service providers, to also work in concert with the central banks, with the consumer organizations, to see how, when working together collaboratively, we could really help to achieve consumer protection and protect the clients. So we chose those countries because we felt that there was good ecosystem. There was a lot that was already happening. You mentioned before, the Bank of Ghana has very good consumer protection regulation, the Ministry of Finance also, the National Association. I mean, there are a lot of efforts that are focusing on better complaints mechanism, on better disclosure of terms, also in transparency. So we felt that there was good momentum to do something here and to focus on some key issues and really move the needle in terms of consumer protection.
All right, thank you very much, Isabel. So ending with you, Doctor, when all is said and done, where do you see Ghana's financial market regarding security?
If it's security in terms of clients, in terms of client protection, I think that with this, what we are talking about with the SMART campaign coming on board the central bank, I think Ghana is in good stead. I mean, I work for a bank. Fidelity Bank has been digitizing for quite a while now, and we take the clients very seriously. And I think if organizations can stand up and then sort of endorse these principles, other organizations would also stand up and endorse it, and gradually we'll begin to embed the client protection principles in the country.
All right. So, Dr. Isabella, many thanks for your time here on the marketplace. So you've rightly heard that the various views there, Mr. Abadjurafi. We shall be engaging other stakeholders regarding this of financial inclusion and the protection of clients here in Ghana as the SMART campaign kicks off here in Ghana and, of course, across other four, sub-Saharan economies in that very regard. We shall be giving updates as and when we do have them.
Thank you very much, Charles IT. Now, some players in the housing sector and participants of the Multi-TV Habitat Fair in Kumasi say they are impressed by the innovation and housing solutions the event offered. Potential house owners trooped to the Kumasi City Mall over the weekend to seek answers to their mortgage security and other building material issues. Also on display were construction materials and other furnishing products. The 2017 edition of the annual 3-day event ended on Sunday. MNC Properties was lead sponsor of the exhibition. Let's have more on that.
First day was a bit slow, and I guess because it was a working day. However, in the evening it picked up. Yesterday was also another day. Today being the final day, a lot of people have come in. We've had a lot of people coming into our stand. We've made some contacts here and there, and we believe with an aggressive follow-up, it will result in sales.
we also have achieved what we came here for. And we have found our prospect clients that maybe when we were in our offices, we wouldn't find them here. So thank you.
It's been a very fruitful event here in Kumasi, and multimedia is a big brand, so anything that the multimedia is doing, it's big. So yeah, we were able to achieve our target. Yeah.
Any suggestions?
My suggestion is that all the corporate companies, that's the real estate companies, should partake in the Habitat Fair next year, and they are really going to get a very good result.
Well, I would say considerably it's been okay. Even though we're expecting much more traffic, but we understand because it's a new mall, so it will take time for people to sort of get themselves familiar with the mall, and then maybe next year we'll have a better and then a good crowd.
Finally, would you say your objectives you set out for this particular fair has been achieved, or how far have you gone in achieving those objectives?
Well, I think we have done that because usually at first we don't look at making sales. The idea is to get the name out there and let people know what we do. So yes, we've been able to achieve that. A lot of people have heard about program and they say, oh, we have you on radio, so we wanted to see what you actually do. So it's been okay.
We'll be going live on radio in a bit.
Because yesterday I was in the house. I was just trying to enjoy it on the radio. But there was one thing that triggered me to come today to see for myself. That is the water in the baskets. I came to see how the whole thing has been done, and it's really amazing. So like as a professional or as an engineer, where I intend to work on someone's project, I believe I've gotten to know people who, as it were, sell the quality products that I can contact from here on. And I've been able to establish connections that maybe after today, as and when I go about private projects, I'll be able to contact them for the necessary materials to buy or to purchase, and also to negotiate well for the client that I also represent.
And those were some opinions of some players and participants who took part in the 2017 Multi-TV Habitat Fair over there in the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi. Obviously, it was a very successful fair. And on that note, we wrap up this afternoon's edition of The Marketplace. Many thanks for watching. My name is Emmanuel Apwaji. Join me again, same time tomorrow. Good afternoon.